nervous for this video. It's very important to me and I've put it off for a while and I want to make sure I get it right. I don't think it'll ever be perfect, so I'm just going to jump right into it. But before I start, I'm playing around with some fun intros. As you can see, I'm at Bethel University right now, and I thought it would be a good place to film. This is a faith-based college and I think it's the perfect setting for this video. I was formerly a Christian and I just didn't think it fit my lifestyle the best and that there are better options out there for me. But faith has been something that I've struggled with and spent a lot of time contemplating. I think it's an important thing to have, but I couldn't find a religion, so to speak, that felt really good for me to follow. So fast forward to 2019, Joey gives me this book to read, The Secret, and actually he gave it to me in the spring. Threw it in my car and I put it underneath the seat of one of my passenger side. I didn't touch it for months, and then here we are in the summer of 2019 and I was feeling really down and out, just had this like longing for something bigger than me, and I was cleaning out my car and I found The Secret underneath and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start reading it. It must be a sign. So I can't put it down. I'm like forcing myself to read it slowly, trying to absorb all of this information. For those of you who don't know what The Secret is, it's about the law of attraction and how your thoughts determine your entire reality. And this was something I could get down with because I believe in free will, so this whole idea of like my life being planned out for me, I didn't vibe with that. So when I came across this idea that your thoughts control your reality, it just totally made sense to me as a person who has spent many years in cognitive behavioral therapy. On a scientific level, yes, your thoughts do control your reality. So I read The Secret and I learned about manifestation. Manifestation is parallel, I would say, to prayer for people of other religions. In manifestation, if you ask for something and you believe that you will receive it from the universe, it will happen. And people practice this throughout their entire lives. If you believe that you will fail the test, you probably will. You know, there's a lot of like motivational quotes that kind of tap into this idea that whether you think you can or can't, you're correct. So it was just a very important moment to me when I read this book. It like something just clicked in my brain and I was like, yes, this makes sense. I got butterflies. I felt like I was a part of something bigger, and I chose that my first thing to manifest would be a dollar bill. I have it in my notes. I'll pop it in this video so you can see it, from 2019. I think it's July 21st of 2019. I said, universe, I want a $1 bill and folded in the top right corner. And I'm working at Target at the time and I'm walking through my shift and I'm thinking about this dollar bill. I'm imagining what it will feel like to have this dollar bill in my possession, what the paper is going to feel like in my hands, how excited I was going to be when I received this dollar bill. I didn't really focus on how I was going to receive it. That's not for me to figure out. I think that that's the universe's job to figure out. And so I would just focus on the feeling of receiving and of being open. And I leave my shift that day. I spent like the entire 8 hours thinking about this on and off in between actually working, you know. And I leave my shift that day and I walk out to my car and I look down and there's this like square scratch off laying right outside my door. And I was like, And I look at the back of it and there's like a $1 sign, like kind of like trademarked or whatever. It's like, you know, lighter opacity into the background of this. And I was like, haha, it's not a dollar bill. I was like, no, I'm gonna keep trying. That's not my dollar bill. You know, I could have said, yeah, but I was like, no, I want this thing to work. I want to test it, you know? And so I take the scratch off because I thought it was kind of a cool little sign. You know, I keep going and I think it took a few days, like 3 or 4 days, but I was with Joey at the time and we're leaving. And I'm walking down the stairs. We get into the parking lot and we're like at his car and I look down and there's a dollar bill with a folded top right corner. What? I was like, are you kidding me? there is something bigger than me. I can have whatever I want. My thoughts do create my reality. Like that small little moment, that small dollar bill, which I still have, was such a pivotal moment in my life. It confirmed everything that I wanted to believe was true, that the cynical part of me had doubt in. And for all of my viewers that have a faith, it is so comforting to know that to believe that there is something out there looking out for you and answering to your needs. After that, I was so hyped up, and it just felt so right. And I knew that I had found something special. And I have been practicing the law of attraction and manifestation for almost 2 years now, maybe a year and a half. If you are interested in learning how to manifest, I can suggest practicing gratitude every day. It keeps you present, and it keeps you in the mindset that you have abundance and wealth surrounding you in the form of love, money, items, food, anything really. And I would suggest visualizing the things that you want already being yours. And I would highly suggest practicing feeling what it feels like to receive everything that you've ever wanted. That's really the most important part of receiving from the universe, is knowing what it feels like to have it. Because then you're aligning yourself with the version of you that is already successful. You are already aligning yourself with the version of you that has an Apple Watch. You are aligning yourself with the version of you that has deep and meaningful relationships with their friends and parents. So 3 things: visualization, gratitude, and feeling the feelings of abundance. I want to tell you a story, something that I manifested. Let's rewind to 2020. It's spring break. I am house sitting for Laura's family. I'm feeling very motivated because, as I mentioned in my last video, I have seasonal depression. And in the spring, I get very inspired and rejuvenated and ready to go. So I'm doing all of this research. I'm creating vision boards. And if you don't know what that is, it's a board, basically like a collage full of like things that you want in your life. I put like nationals on there for cheerleading. I put money. I put love. I put fitness, faith, meditation, and I put an Apple Watch on my vision board. And I was like, the easiest thing on that board was the Apple Watch. So that was the one I chose to focus on first. I was like, I'm gonna get this Apple Watch. I will not pay for this Apple Watch. And I ran through all of the tools that I have for manifestation, which are visualization, picturing it in my brain as if it has already happened. Because if the mind goes, the body will follow. Your path will follow. And I practiced feeling, sort of ties into visualization, feeling as though I have already received it, as though the Apple Watch is already mine, as though the Apple Watch is on its way to me, as well as continually just having the expectation that it's coming to me. So this was in March of 2020. It is August, and I am about to start my junior year of college, and I need to buy a laptop. I chose to get a MacBook Air, and I order it, and as I'm checking out, they're like, you're gonna get free AirPods with this MacBook as like a student deal. And I was like, sick. And so I took to my followers on Instagram and my friends, and I kind of like consulted with everyone. I was like, is this the universe's sign that I should sell the AirPods because they're worth like $150 and use that money to buy like a Generation 3 Apple Watch? Half of the people who responded were like, keep waiting, and then like my other half of my friends and family said like, no, we should jump on it, this is your sign. And I did decide to sell the AirPods, and then I had this money, and I just, I didn't feel like excited. I didn't feel like it was time. So I sat on the money, I kept it, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna keep waiting. I don't want to hand over money for this Apple Watch, so I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna spend my money on the Apple Watch, and I'm gonna see if the universe delivers. And you know, time is going by, nothing is happening, it's on my way, I'm patient, it's an Apple Watch, I'm not gonna die if I don't get it. And to be honest, like, as months go by, I'm spending less time thinking about it and, you know, visualizing and meditating. And all of a sudden, Kylie, my friend, came home, we lived together, and she came home and she was like, hey, I have an Apple Watch in my drawer. My dad gave it to me when he upgraded, and I never use it. Do you want it? And I was like, yeah? And how much do you want for it? Bless her heart, because she said free. And I was like, oh my God, like, I got my Apple Watch for free. It just, again, as small as it is, like, I am a micromanager. I have trust issues with my faith, and so for it to show me unconditional love and abundance and answers when I poke it, it's a really good feeling. Now that I've received my Apple Watch, I think it is time for me to start trusting the universe that the dreams that I have wanted so badly for my entire life, and the type of relationships that I've wanted, and the type of person that I am becoming will become my reality. So if you are interested in learning about the law of attraction, I highly recommend reading The Secret. There are many books and resources out there on it. That's just the one that launched me into this world. And if you would like to see more videos about manifestation, I can absolutely create them. I'm no expert, but obviously I've got something figured out. Yeah, I am so grateful to have had the experiences that I have, and that I have found a faith and sort of spirituality that works for me. I think it's very important for everyone to find what serves them, whatever it is. If it works for you, that's what you should do, because at the end of the day, wherever we all come from, whether there's no God, or there is a God, or there are multiple gods, we are all coming from the same place. And if you find something that gives you hope and serves as a source of compassion and grounding, that can never be a bad thing. So that is my manifestation story. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's crazy to me that I have over 100 subscribers, because I started out with 3, and they were my friends and my sister. And so if you watch my channel, it's so meaningful to me. So give this video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.